Hey guys, happy Wednesday. This is your Coach Juan, and as you know, today's weigh-ins Wednesday. So I'm expecting to see everybody's picture today of the scale. And what I want to go over today, it's something that I've seen this happen over and over again. And it's that we don't understand how the weight ones work. So basically, three things are going to happen. You either lost weight, you maintain your weight, and you lost weight. But we always look forward to losing weight. But today I want to break down the process for you so that you can see it differently, so that you're not gonna be so scared on Wednesdays, or you're not gonna get discouraged if you gain weight. So we're gonna go over the first step, which is gaining weight. So obviously you started the program, you did the cleanse, and you notice that you're losing weight, everything's going great. But for some reason, the next week comes and you gain a pound, or you gain 2 pounds, or you gain 3 pounds. On that moment, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be real. You have to be real with yourself, because otherwise, if you're lying to yourself, you're never going to see progress. What did you do this week that, allow you to gain weight? What do you eat that was not part of the meal plan that you were provided with? What do you eat that is not in accordance to the nutrition guide that comes with the program? And if you're doing 21 Day Fits, hey, this is one of the best programs ever created, especially when it comes to the nutrition. So if you're not seeing the results you want, it's time to ask yourself, what is it that I'm doing? What are those choices that I'm making that are not allowing me to see the results that I want to see? So first off, the first question is that, what did I eat this week that was not according to my meal plan, that is not according to the nutrition guide from the 21 Day Fits? Am I following the right tier? Because when you go to page 4 and the booklet, it gives you a calculation how to determine how many calories you're supposed to eat. And if you're following the meal plans that I gave you, that's a 1,200 calorie meal plan. So you are going to lose weight if you're following it. Then the second question is, am I working out every day? Are you showing up every day? And when you do show up, are you pressing play for 30 minutes, or are you doing it for 5? Are you giving 100%, or you just doing it, you're tired, and you just showed up? So that's another important question. Are you doing the workouts? Are you doing the right form? Or are you just standing watching the TV and skipping the moves? And it's okay if you're doing so, because you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be an athlete. That's the whole point. And the point is for you to grow. Like when I started, I remember the first time I did Insanity for the first time, I lasted about 8 or 10 minutes and I almost had a heart attack, and they almost had to take me to the hospital because I was pushing myself. But then I sat down and took a deep breath. I cut my breath again. And the next day I showed up. I showed up and I showed up and I showed up. And every day, actually it was every week, I would do an extra 5 minutes. So that encouraged me. That kept me motivated, because even though I may not see the results in the scale, but I was seeing the changes in my body. I saw how stronger I was getting. I saw that I was lasting longer. And when I was at work, I had more energy. When I was at work, I was able to breathe more. And I used to work at FedEx at the time. So I had to walk and go up the stairs, and, deliver packages up to 70 pounds. So definitely I saw the difference within the first 2 weeks. And when I started drinking Shakeology, boom, more energy in the mornings, more energy throughout the day. So that's another thing too. Are you drinking your Shakeology every day? Some of us don't. Some of us drink it whenever we feel like it. So that's another thing that you have to keep in consideration. Are you drinking your Shakeology every day? And one of those things too that we always skip is, are you drinking enough water? Are you drinking half of your weight in ounces? So you just grab your weight, divide it by 2, and that's the amount of ounces of water that you're supposed to drink daily. This is non-negotiable. If you're negotiating this, you're not going to see the results you want. So you have to stop negotiating the non-negotiable. Showing up every day. Meal prepping. If you're not eating every 2 hours, if you're eating, once a day, twice a day, you're still not changing. This is the thing. Like, you came with some old habits that you're trying to break. It's the old habits that are holding you back. It's not even the food. It's what you used to do that you refuse to let go. And this is a process that you're going to learn to let go of those old habits that were creating the situation you're in now. So you have to be patient. You have to be patient because it's going to take time for you to get those results. It's going to take time for you to see the changes you want to see in your life. But guess what? You also have to be real, because if you're not giving this 100%, if you're not showing up, if you're not participating, don't expect to see the results on Wednesday. But then, Coach, what about those days that I come in and I show up on Wednesday, I did everything right, I drank my Shakeology, I did my workout, I drank all my water, and you have to be real. You have to be absolutely real with yourself that you're doing these things, that you're pushing, that you're giving 100%. And when I mean you're giving 100%, I mean like you finish that workout like you can't even get up from the floor. That's giving 100%. And if you're doing this and on Wednesday you don't see results on the scale, then you have to look for other options. Remember, you're supposed to take your measurements. You're supposed to take pictures, because sometimes you don't see the results in the scale. Sometimes you lose inches, and inches are more important than weight. Inches are more important than the scale, because inches, that's what we want to lose. We want to lose body fat. And sometimes muscles weigh more than fat. So you're going to notice that, but depending on your weight, depending on your ratio, like if you on the bigger side, then obviously you're going to see more results in the scale than someone who's getting closer to their goal and they're just trying to reduce their body fat, and they actually might end up gaining weight because they're gaining muscles. So if you're maintaining, it's time for you to take a look again at those three things. Am I working out every day? Am I giving 100% during my workouts? Am I doing the correct form? Am I using the correct weights? Because sometimes, let's keep it real, we don't use the correct weights. Sometimes we use 5 pounds when our body can handle 10 pounds. So that's another thing that you have to keep in mind. Are you drinking Shakeology every day? Are you meal prepping? Are you eating every 2 hours? Are you drinking enough water? And I'm going to continue to say drink enough water, because most of us are not drinking enough water. I barely see anyone posting pictures of the water and how much water that they're drinking. If you can post pictures, do a food log, with the water intake, with the food intake, with how many containers you ate, with the little things that you eating here and there. Even the little things have calories. So those things add up at the end of the day. And then the third one, if you're losing weight, you're doing something that you're finding that balance, the workout part and the nutrition part, and you keeping the calorie deficit, and that's why you're seeing that the scale is moving. But again, you're losing body fat. Your body's changing. You have to look at all those little things as well. Are you feeling with more energy? Are you losing inches? Are you able to last longer during the workouts? Those are things that are letting you know that your body is changing. So if last week you were only able to do 10 minutes and this week you're able to do 13, guess what? You're getting stronger, and that's what we want. So don't lose the motivation. Use this as a process to understand what works for your body and what doesn't work for your body. And another thing too, and I have to be honest, because this is one of the things that I struggle with. We find ourselves in this victim mentality where life is attacking us, where life is throwing things at us, where life is doing this to us. But every day you have a choice to be a victim or to be the hero of your story. And what I mean is this. There are times that, yes, you're going to be overwhelmed. That, yes, you're going to work crazy hours. That, yes, you have kids and you have all of these things. But you have the option to sacrifice. You have the option to sacrifice and get up 30 minutes earlier, like to wake up at 5 and come work out with me in the mornings. Like, I'm doing this for you guys and to hold myself accountable. But come, show up. It's not easy. Yes, I understand. But sometimes in order to get to where you want to be, it requires sacrifice. It requires discipline. It requires consistency. But it starts today, making the decision to do the best that you can do. Sometimes you're going to have to do the workouts before you go to bed. Sacrifice that time, because in the long term, it's going to create the changes that you want to see. So what I want to do today is we need to start moving from that victim mentality, and we need to start owning and taking responsibility for what we're doing. taking responsibility for the choices that we are making. You have a choice to do the workouts every day or not. You have the choice to allow the tiredness, the lack of energy to stop you from getting to where you want to be. You can allow the food pushers to continue to push food on you and eating the things that you're not supposed to be eating and then expecting results at the end of the week. It doesn't work like that. It requires sacrifice, it requires work, and it requires accountability. And that's what the group is here for. It's not for you to be a tourist, to be here watching what everybody's doing, but you don't comment, you don't like anything. It doesn't work like that. This is the picture of how it works. You have the nutrition, you have the fitness, and you have the support. But in order for you to change, you need to participate. You need to show up. You need to post those meals, those food logs, those after workout pictures. You need to connect with other people who are also going through the same struggles you're going, because that's going to allow you to stay consistent. That's going to allow you to stay motivated, because guess what? We live in a world where it's not a happy place. But if we can create this community of happy people going through the same struggle, where you can come and share how you feel, and there are going to be others lifting you up. Because that's the thing. We have all this negativity inside of us, all this stress, all these problems, and it's just in there, and we don't let it out. So what happens? We eat more. What happens? We don't sleep. What happens? We're so stressed, we're angry, we let that out. So that's what I want you to think about today. It's time for you to let go of this victim mentality, to let go of these excuses, and let's work on ourselves. Because I'm still a work in progress. I still am struggling. I'm still battling, but I show up. I show up, and I'm going to continue to show up, and I'm going to show you that it's possible that you can do this, because it's possible. We've seen some crazy transformation of people that have been able to do. People with 5 kids, college, people who have crazy lives, and they doing it. They're running their business, they're working, they're taking care of their family. So if they can do it, we can do it too. There is no reason why you can't do this. The only reason why you're not doing this is because you choose not to do it. Because you choose to allow everything else to be a priority in your life. But guess what? You are the priority. Because if you don't take care of yourself, your health is going to get worse. And if your health gets worse and you can go to work because you're sick, what's going to happen? Who's going to pay the rent? Who's going to pay the bills? So that's something that you need to consider. Go inside and connect with that why. Connect with that why of why you're going to wake up early. Connect with that why with why you want more. Connect with that why with why you want a better health for yourself. And think about those around you. Think about those that need you. And if you're not taking care of yourself, who's going to take care of them when you can't? So that's something that I want you to keep in mind. That today needs to be the day where you draw a line and you say, enough. Enough. I'm going to change. Enough. I'm not going to allow this to continue to hold me back. Because you're the only one holding you back. And as much as I want to help you, as much as I want this for you, if you don't want it for yourself, if you're not willing to do the work, to do the sacrifices, it's not going to happen. And guess what? Time is going to pass, and we're going to be a year here from now, and then what's going to happen? Things are going to get worse, because they're not going to get better unless you make the decision to make a change, unless you make the decision to show up, unless you make the decision to change. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. You can continue praying. You can continue asking for God. And God is just up there looking at you like, I'm providing you with everything you need. I'm going to give you the strength. All you need to do is to make the decision to change. And that's what I'm seeing right now. That's how I'm feeling right now. Like I'm fired up. And I want to pass that passion and the fire onto you, because I know that you can do it. I know that you have the strength, the power, the ability to do what you want to do. You came to this group, you came to me because you wanted to change, because you wanted to make a difference, because people matter to you. So stop the madness and let's get to work. So have an awesome day, guys. And I'm still waiting for those scale pictures. Even if you gain weight, even if you lost, if you maintain, it doesn't matter. Just show up. It's going to help you. It's going to help you to understand that this journey is about you becoming the best version that you can be. But in order for you to do that, you need to be real with yourself. And if you gain weight, it's okay. I'm not here to judge you. No one is here to judge you. We're here to support one another. If you gain weight, I'm here to guide you. I'm here to show you. I'm here to provide you with the information so that you can understand that this is a process. And the next week doesn't have to be that way. So once again, this is your Coach Juan, and I hope this video really touches your heart and makes you think of the choices that you're making today. Have a blessed day, everyone.